Mariners win 4-0. They improve to 62-56 on the season, and they've taken the first two in the 3-game set against the New York Mets. Go over the scoring plays. Mariners get 3 in the first. A Rosarina doubles home Victor Robles, 1-0. Justin Turner doubles home a Rosarina, 2-0. Mitch Haniger singles home Justin Turner, 3-0 at the end of 1. Not a whole heck of a lot happens then until the 7th inning when Justin Turner singles home Randy Rosarina to cement the win. They were probably going to win anyway, so they didn't give up any runs. 4-0 Mariner win. Just a couple quick negatives. And you know what? There aren't. I could probably just go with one. And it's not the Mariners. What the heck, Boston? Can you help out, please? Can you please? Just a little? Can you win one tomorrow, please? Give us something. You've done nothing but hurt the Mariners in 2024. Yuck. Okay. And then, the offense wasn't great tonight after the first inning. Didn't need to be because you had a really good first inning and you had something going on the mound too, baby. Did I just call you all baby? Oh, well. Simply Seattle would never call you baby unless you ask to be called baby, but they would provide the very best in Seattle sports gear. Great stuff for the Mariners, the Seahawks, the Kraken, the Storm, Huskies, Cougars. You can find it all at Simply Seattle. Once you find it all, use code MOLLYWOP15 to save 15% off your order. MOLLYWHOP15. Just enter it at checkout. Takes that 15% off. Link in the description to take you right there. So once you're done watching this video, click the description. Click on a whole bunch of stuff. Buy all your stuff, and then save 15% by entering that code. Once again, www.simplyseattle.com. Where to start offensively or start in this game? Why don't we start offensively? The new guys had great days. Randy Rosarina gets on 3 times, scores a couple runs, doubles, steals a base, I believe. No, he didn't steal a base because he ended up. It was funny. There was a lot of confusion there, but Randy Rosarina has been really good since joining the Seattle Mariners. His play even when he strikes out, he takes good at bats. Really good at bats. And Justin Turner was phenomenal. Doubles off the wall to score the run. I just missed that homer for his second as a Seattle Mariner, and then drives in the run that basically they probably weren't getting a run tonight regardless. And they faced the Mariners' best relievers after you-know-who. But, you felt pretty darn confident. You probably felt pretty good either way. But when that run scored, you had to feel real good. You draw 7 walks today. Now, look, was Sean Manaea as good as he normally is? No. But they faced a really good starting pitcher today, and they made him work. And they got him to get his butt off of the mound after only 3 innings with 85 pitches, in part because they were patient. They talk all this stuff about control the zone. It almost sounded like I skipped myself there. They talk about all that stuff, right? And then you see him swinging sliders that are outside by a considerable margin. And sometimes you have to give credit to the pitcher because it doesn't look like that when it leaves his arm. But they end up doing it. They don't always do a very good job of controlling the zone. They did tonight. Yeah, they struck out 13 times. But when you get 6 hits and you get 7 walks, I don't care about 13 strikeouts. It's not the strikeouts, okay? As much as we want to blame it, the strikeouts. It's the lack of runs. If the strikeouts came with 5 runs, no one would give a crap. Just get more hits. Get on base more often. You got on base at a nice little clip tonight. Mitch Haniger with that RBI single. I thought that was massive, by the way, because, you get the 2 runs, and then, Polanco, who did not have a very good offensive game, but made a terrific defensive play, gets out. You're thinking, only getting 2 in this inning feels okay, but you sure like to get that another one. Mitch Haniger gave you that another one. Awesome. As happy as I could possibly be about scoring 4 runs. You prefer to score 5 or more, of course. But this was a good 4-run effort. Not all 4-run efforts or fewer are the same. This was a good one. This was a good one. Speaking of good ones, great job by Jimmy Garcia. Kind of stinks that he probably won't be available next game. The only hit he gives up is just that little blooper. So I would guess he's not available tomorrow, which, but I understand. I understand him being used in that situation. And Andres Munoz, it could have been anywhere from down 40 to up 40. Andres Munoz was going to pitch in this game. Got to keep him fresh. You got to keep him fresh in both ways. You got to keep him healthy, but you don't want him to miss too many games in a row. And he hadn't been worked in a while. So you bring him in, and he was outstanding. Outstanding. I'm curious when the last time he pitched was. It had been a week. Now, he'd gotten hot a couple of times, but his last appearance was that extra inning win against Philadelphia. So, yeah, you got to use him. Got to use him. And since he only threw 9 pitches, he's absolutely going to be available for tomorrow as well. So that's great. Logan Gilbert. Just spectacular. Just an absolutely spectacular start. And, he probably could have given you another inning, but hard to complain. Not going to complain. Oh, this was Walter at his finest. Absolute finest. Just the 3 hits allowed, the 1 walk, the 6 strikeouts, so much weak contact. Anything that was hit hard was pretty much just at everybody. So, some luck there, but not really. Not really at all. And look, after that clunker against Boston, and that clunker that didn't see him give up a whole heck of a lot of earned runs. He only gave up 1 earned run in those 6 2/3 innings, but he was outstanding against Philadelphia and outstanding again today. An absolutely phenomenal season for him. Just can't say enough good things. Cannot say enough good things. As frustrating as this team can be, and it will frustrate us again. I promise you. Well, it will me anyway. Having 3 starters like that is just, and you know what? Well, 5 starters like this, but especially the big 3. Especially the big 3. Oh, it's just such a blessing. It is such a blessing. You cannot say enough good things about Logan Gilbert tonight. So you get the win. You're 62-56. You've won 3 straight. You have a great chance for a sweep tomorrow. And not only that, you get a chance to get the sweep on Sunday Night Baseball in Seattle, Washington. I believe, according to my chat a couple nights ago, this is the first time it's been in Seattle in 20 years. And look, it's just one game, and it's just one that starts 3 hours later than they normally do, right? I'm really excited for this. Sunday Night Baseball was a huge deal for me growing up. I remember my mom would let me watch Sunday Night Baseball before I finished my homework on Sunday. I miss her. But she would let me watch those and listen to John Miller and Joe Morgan. And, Joe Morgan had some outdated ideas about baseball, but I loved his voice, and John Miller's voice is just as good as it gets. And no, you're not getting John Miller and Joe Morgan tomorrow. But Sunday Night Baseball has always been something that I've kind of held in high regard. It means something to me. It's why I was frustrated in the past, number one, that the Seattle Mariners just didn't play in it ever. They did a bunch when I was a kid because the Mariners were must-see television with Ken Griffey Jr. and Alex Rodriguez and Edgar and Randy and all those guys. But I think this is their second appearance in a dozen years. Last time they were on, they had a dreadful loss to the Cubs, a terrific game, but a devastating loss. Hope they play another terrific game, but get the W. And you got a great chance with Luis Castillo on the mound. Facing up against Luis Severino, who, when he's at his best, he's pretty darn good, but has had more than his share of a phrase that I apparently really like saying, oof my goofs. In fact, has not been very good over his last 2 starts. So getting him at the right time and a chance for a huge sweep. A huge sweep. Love this win. Love how they played over these last 2 games. And maybe, just maybe, that Mitch Haniger play was a catalyst. It wouldn't shock me. There's no way to quantify it. There's no way to prove it. But boy, have they looked better. And you can't just say, well, they're up against better teams. Guys, we just watched them dominate the White Sox, who couldn't be worse. So it's not that. It's just a team that's not been very consistent in 2024. Hopefully, these last 19 innings, excuse me. Apparently, I thought baseball was only 8 innings for a second. Hopefully, this is the catalyst. Hopefully, this is what pushes them through to go win this division. A win tomorrow would be you got the series win. That's great. But in order for this to be a truly successful homestand, I think you do have to win tomorrow to get that 4-2 mark. Let me know if you're excited for Sunday Night Baseball, because I am pumped. In fact, I'm so pumped I'm going to go live for it. Now, I'm not going to go live right at the start of it, but I'm probably going to go live right around 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that, and we'll probably finish the game. I think that would be fun. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. Very much appreciate the support. Super excited about how this team is playing over those last half a week. But beggars can't be choosers, and yeah, good stuff.